Got him. All right, here's the finished product. Looks amazing. Get a close up.
Whoa.
What do you think, bud?
I like that.
Yeah?
So we can go in the water?
I think we are ready to do a water test. Are you excited?
Yes, I'm excited. I'm excited about everything.
There it is, guys. So guess where Kai and I are at? Today is our maiden voyage. So we're gonna take the boat out, finally.
And test it, see if it runs.
Well, test it and see if it leaks. That's the most important part. We got a little fuel issue right now that we may or may not run the big motor. We'll just have to check. But here, take a look. What do you think?
I own this, and I own this boat, and I own this.
Yeah, here we are. So we've got our battery hooked up. We ran our electrical. Right now our wires are just kind of loose. The bilge pump is not down just yet, but it works.
Hey guys, look at this.
We've got our trolling. Alright, set it off. This way. There you go. Alright. Okay. You ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay.
Dad! Keep going.
Make sure the plug's in. Plugs in. Okay.
Start moving.
Alright, hey, if you have any, besides here and up there, if there's really water coming in, just say, if there's water coming in down here, say, Dad, there's water in.
No water's coming! No water! No water! No water! No! No water! Keep yeah! No water! No water! Oh! No water! No water!
Sit down. Sit down. Stay seated.
No water!
Stay seated, okay?
The water's coming through Make sure there's no water. I think that was this here before.
All right, sit down, okay?
Holy moly.
sit down, son. I don't want you to stand up. Okay, sit down.
Holy moly, Daddy.
Sit down.
Holy moly. Holy moly. Holy cow. Holy cow. Oh, no, no, no. I can't do this. I cannot do this. I cannot do this, Daddy.
Just sit down. Don't do it. Set him down, okay?
I never had to tap it.
Alright. So we broke the trolling motor and I'm having a motor issue. This is all part of it, I think, guys. So let's go reverse, neutral, start. Let's see if I can get this to start. Our maiden voyage was very short. Well, let me just show you what happened. We broke the trolling motor off, and then we were having a carburetor issue where the little needle in the carburetor probably, maybe, have an over-the-phone diagnosis, is got a little trash in it and keeping the carburetor open, so gas is just pouring out. Let me show you this, the trolling motor. So this whole piece right here on this bracket, it broke off. You can see right here, this whole piece broke off. All these screws, I think I got everything back, I don't know. But, so we didn't have a trolling motor and a big motor. We didn't have a big motor, but the good news is the boat took on 0 water. So that's the great news right there. I think this will be an easy fix. And this, I don't know if it's an easy fix or not. I'll have to see if there is a trolling motor bracket. I'll have to see if there's a trolling motor bracket that I can replace this with of some sort. I'm sure there's got to be out there somewhere. Anybody have a trolling motor bracket for a Silencer 425 motor guide? 12 volt, looks just like this. Looks just like that. As you guys saw, we have a lot of things left to do on our 1964 Alumacraft aluminum boat. We still have to secure the bilge pump, but I've been scouring YouTube and I did find a way that I thought was going to be the best way for us for now to secure the bilge pump. I've ordered some marine grade Velcro. It is supposedly very tacky and will adhere to that aluminum boat if we prep the surface of it. So one of the things that we're going to do on the next episode is we're going to secure the wires. You guys saw the wires just kind of all over the place. I believe I have a way for now just to secure them and get them out of the way, because eventually we do want to put some type of floor in there just to level. I'm not talking a huge casting deck or anything like that. I'm talking something maybe about an inch or so off of the current aluminum floor of the boat, and then that way we can just have a level surface versus the aluminum boat surface and the ribs inside of the boat.
Yeah.
You know, mainly I'm thinking that I don't want my son tripping over that and falling out of the boat. Some of the other things that I think we want to do in the future is we want to add some form of a switch panel. If you guys can think of, I'd like to take that battery box. I don't think right now that I'm going to move the battery behind the seat, in between the seat and the transom. I think that I'm going to leave it up in front. I'm not positive on that. If someone out there knows why or believes there's a reason why we shouldn't put it there, we should just put it in the back, it would end up going in the very back behind the seat, in between the seat and the transom. The gas can's going to go there. Should we put the battery here where it's at in a traditional boat, or should we leave the battery up front a little bit away from the gas can? I feel like that, I don't know if there's any danger of having the battery that close to the gas tank or can. You guys let me know what you think. Another one of the things that we're going to do in one of the future episodes is we need to attach the transducer to the back of the boat. I'm not going to do it with any holes in the back of the boat. I am going to get some of that 5200 and I'm going to coat the back of it and put that transducer. I have a piece of, what is that board called? Kusa board. And I have already fastened the transducer to the back of that, and I'm just going to secure that with 5200 to the back of the aluminum boat, just simply because I don't want to put any holes in the boat that go through, any more holes than that are already there. Let us tell you guys about what happened with the motor. We walked in to get water at a local store.
Leaking. I saw something leaking. I was like, Dad, something's leaking from the engine.
So we walk over and I run my finger across it and it's gas. And I thought, well, why is there gas leaking out of my cowling? So we pull the top of it off. And only thing that I had done at this point is I hooked up the gas line to the engine. Well, apparently we received a over-the-phone diagnosis from someone that I think is one of the best marine mechanics in the business, my buddy Coy down at Clark Marine in Franklin, Tennessee. And he said there's probably just a little bit of trash in the carburetor and it just needs to be blown out. So hopefully that diagnosis holds true and we'll just kind of open it up and see if we can get some trash out of there. And that motor will be working, because that motor has worked fine and amazing after some tender loving care was performed on that engine. One of the things that we realized, that at least I realized that we're going to need on this boat is 4 cleats. We're going to need 4 cleats on this boat, and I'll tell you, it's funny to me, I've owned 2 fiberglass boats before. I've never owned anything over 18 feet. My largest boat was an 18-foot Stratus with a 150 Johnson on the back of it.
Yeah, but well, because he went in a car crash and everything.
No, that's not true.
I made that up.
I ended up selling the boat and then got out of the bass fishing for a little while. And then get back into fishing. But the way that we actually figured that out was that when I put the boat on the water, and I don't know, I guess I've just been out of the loop for so long. I ended up tying off the front of the boat. Well, the water was kind of calm, kind of not, kind of a little bit of wake on top of it, not very much. But I didn't think that the little aluminum boat was going to float by. Well, they have a no wake zone right in front of the little ramp that we were at. And some guy on a Sea-Doo come busting through the no wake zone. So when I parked the trailer and come running back, there was a guy in a boat, a couple of guys in a boat yelling at the guy on the Sea-Doo, telling him to calm down because he was turning our boat sideways. Well, what ended up, and Kai was on the boat, and what ended up happening was that the motor, the trolling motor, got hung on the dock and it snapped it and it broke it off. So we didn't even really get to stick the trolling motor in the water before and test it before it was broken. Here's my question to you. When I was backing the boat in the water and you were sitting on it, you were watching for leaks to make sure that the boat wasn't taking on water.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, at some point, you started getting a little nervous. Why did you get nervous?
Because I was so close to the water.
Stay over here.
I was so close to where I was looking down, and so the boat was big, but I was this close, and I was like, I can't do this because the water was so high. And I was like there. I was like, I cannot do this because I was very scared if there was a shark in that water or something like that.
It probably wasn't a shark, but maybe some alligators.
Yeah.
So let me ask you this question. When we finally got over to the side and we kind of beached the boat and we were assessing the trolling motor, and then I was trying to decide if I wanted to start the engine, the big motor, and then we eventually decided that we weren't going to start it. What, were you a little disappointed that we didn't get to run the boat right down the lake?
Yes.
And, yeah.
Because I've been wanting to fish on the boat, and I never got to.
Okay, well, I was a little disappointed too,
Yeah.
but at the same time, we both made a decision that it was probably safest that we took the boat. And,
for a short distance.
Well, yeah, we did take it a short distance, but the number one thing, like we said earlier, was that we really wanted to make sure that the boat wasn't taking on any water, and
that's our big goal right there.
And that goal was met. The boat did not take on any water. We sealed it up. We actually used, I believe that stuff, spray-on Flex Seal.
I think that's the one.
Yeah, we took all of the, and I didn't film this simply because the day that I took the camera and stuff to film, for whatever reason, I forgot to charge the batteries the night before. But we ended up scraping all of the silicone out, and then we ended up using that Flex Seal to go back over everything, and I used 2 cans of it. So I did, again, a lot of stuff that I'm doing with this boat is going to be overkill, because I have this guy with me. All right, so our camera keeps overheating. We appreciate you watching today's episode. If you have not already, please hit the like button. Please follow us on this journey by setting the hook on the subscribe button with this 1964 Alumacraft restoration project. We're calling it the 1964 Alumacraft Boat Project.
And keep it old school.
We're not there yet. And along the way, guys, we want help from you. We want you guys to give us some ideas. If we use one of your ideas or use a version of your idea, we'll try to give you credit for it and tell you a big thank you. But we really
need you now.
Yeah, we really want to get this boat out on the water and have a good time. It's your turn.
And keep it old school.
Thanks
Goodbye.
No.
Sorry.
You gotta let me say thanks for watching, everyone. All right, it's time.
Keep it old school.
Thanks for watching, everyone. Got him.